Then that answer to the brother that you're going to talk to tonight. What do we think is most important? And then the next part where we talked about living what we just talked about. We must begin to live out our life, our courageosity, if that's a word that's made up, by spending quality time with not just our money, our jobs, but with our children, for God has given them to us as a reward. By investing in our children, our reward will allow us to protect our families for the future. No one can take away what you teach your sons or daughters. Or, let's take it a step further, because we're supposed to have a mentor, and we are the mentee, and then we're supposed to be a mentor to someone else. So no one can take away what you teach to your mentee or your sons or daughters. Think of all the times you say to yourself, because if I knew now what I knew then, if somebody could have told me at 21,
right here,
buy $100,000 house or buy a house that was $50,000, right? And take the $20,000-$30,000 that we had, right? My wife had a scholarship that paid for her graduate school. We had some other money that came in, some grant money that they gave her grant money. I thought that was incredible. I mean, like free money, and you got to pay it back. All you got to do is go to work. If we knew now to take that money and just purchase things or invest, if I knew now what I knew then, right, where would I have been? This gives you the perfect opportunity to create a list of things to enrich your children or mentee with the wisdom you have. I'll say that again. If you knew now what you knew then, and you took it and you gave it to your sons, daughters, or mentees, this gives you the perfect opportunity to create a list of things to do or to enrich your children or mentee with the wisdom that you currently have. We all make mistakes, but passing down the knowledge of getting from A to B will keep the most valuable thing, our family, around. Loving our wives like Christ loved the church. Albeit hard for us to do it, we must find ourselves in a position to love, forgive, and teach. And I'm not saying browbeat, I'm saying teach. Teach. Love our wives. Teach ourselves, our wives, our children. Forgive and love. We must serve our wives, not just what you can do, meaning acts of service, but serve also with our attitude. Create the space for if something goes wrong. This is big in my household, my wife used to be a hot-tempered lady, and so I used to, you can't be yelling at me like that, da-da-da-da-da. You can't. We used to go back and forth because I'm the man. But now, when she starts raising her voice and she says that she's wrong, I say, you know what, honey? I realize that I may be wrong in this issue. And maybe it's something that I need to look at. And instead of yelling back at her, she'll come back and say, you know what, honey, maybe I was wrong. And maybe not. Create the space. Serve her not with just what you can do with your hands, but with your attitude. We must create the environment to allow them to grow when they falter. That's not only ourselves, but our children. Think, if every mistake you made, you were punished by God right away. How different would that be for us? Every mistake, I'm talking about every single one. Or do we have time to reevaluate and get it right? That's loving Christ, like Christ loved the church. And this is the last point I'm just going to if you found a gym bag with $1.25 million in it, but it was in a car, and the car had 2 wheels, and you were at the car, would you tow it? Tell somebody so y'all can go get the car, right? Let's say it was out of your financial reach. Would you tell somebody that, nobody else knew about it, it was just you? Or would you, let me pray what the Lord wants me to do? Honestly, I don't know what I would do given the situation. I don't know what I do. Take it back, Howard. Okay? That's a lie. But once I find the treasure, I like to invest in it as much as I could to keep it. If you treasure your life, then today is the day you want to choose to invest in having a better attitude with your wife, your children, and own life. We cannot love like Him if we don't allow the environment if we don't allow the environment for change. We cannot live like Him if we don't teach the multitude which surrounds us daily that look toward our sons and our daughters. We cannot live like Him, because I think I might have read that wrong, if we don't teach the multitude which surrounds us daily to look to us for leadership, our sons and daughters. They need us. We definitely cannot lead like Christ if we run well for 2 weeks, 1 month, or 90 days, after hearing what you thought might have been a good word and then quit. Every day we must decide, after feeling like we quit, to get back up. Every day we must decide to get back up. Because I quit probably every day about going to the gym. But I drive myself anyway. And when I walk into the gym, I feel like getting on the machine and doing something. And cut back this fact. Let's reinvest ourselves because God will truly reinvest in you. Thank you.
Praise God. Thank you, brother. Give this brother a hand again. All right.